A different type of video today, as transfer news won't be the main story, but Celtic have mocked Rangers online and our fans are in stitches. We will go over this in today's video whilst going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. 3 highly rated players from Celtic's youth academy have signed their first professional contracts, marking an important milestone in their development within the club. Midfielders Liam Kennedy and Connor Daly, along with long-serving youngster Michael Charlton, have all agreed new deals that will keep them at Celtic as they continue their progress through the ranks. Liam Kennedy appears to be the most advanced of the trio in terms of first-team exposure. Still only 16, he made his Celtic B debut under Stephen McManus earlier this year, coming off the bench in a 4-1 victory over civil service strollers. Charlton's story is one of dedication and long-term progression. Having joined the club at just 5 years old, he's worked his way through the youth system and now signs professional terms after more than a decade of commitment. Daly has already caught the eye on the international stage, earning caps for Scotland's under-15s and receiving a call-up to the under-16s. His form at academy level has seen him grow into a key figure in midfield, and Celtic have moved to ensure his talent remains at Lennox Town. This move to lock down 3 emerging players comes as part of Celtic's ongoing investment in the academy, which remains a vital pillar of the club's identity. With the pathway to the senior side slowly beginning to look clearer, all 3 will now be looking to push on and take further steps in their development. Now, for the main story, Celtic used the release of the 2025 to 2026 SPFL fixtures to take a well-aimed dig at their Ibrox rivals, and fans absolutely loved it. In the minutes leading up to the official fixture drop on Friday morning, Celtic's official X account posted the words "club statement" with no context, just the 2 words that have become synonymous with reactionary press releases, particularly from across the city. Supporters immediately took notice, many assuming something serious was incoming. Instead, the link directed to a straightforward update on the club's new season fixtures. It didn't take long for fans to clock the joke. The post was a not-so-subtle swipe at Rangers, who had issued their own dramatic club statement on Thursday after being fined £3,000 by the SFA. The fine came in response to ex-player John Brown declaring Scottish football corrupt on Rangers TV, a rant that led to the club being charged under Disciplinary Rule 38. Rather than accept the decision quietly, Rangers doubled down with a furious response, accusing the SFA of selective enforcement and promising to escalate their grievances to Hampden's top brass. Celtic's timing couldn't have been better. The contrast between the 2 statements, one raging at the authorities, the other gently mocking the entire melodrama, wasn't lost on the support. Replies to the post were filled with laughing emojis, gifs, and appreciation for the perfectly executed wind-up. Fixture day is usually dominated by talk of opening weekends and derby dates, but this time, Celtic ensured the preamble delivered the first real moment of the new campaign, a subtle troll that left the green and white half of Glasgow grin. In other news, Celtic will kick off their SPFL Premiership title defence on Sunday 3rd of August, when St Mirren visits Celtic Park for a 4:30 p.m. kickoff. The match doubles as Flag Day, when the 4-in-a-row champions will proudly unfurl the league flag in front of a packed Paradise crowd. The visit of the Buddies rekindles memories of last season's Trophy Day, where James Forrest etched his name deeper into Celtic folklore. His stoppage-time equaliser that day extended his astonishing run of scoring in 16 consecutive seasons, drawing roars from the stands and cementing his status as a club legend. The opening month of the season is stacked with drama. Following St Mirren, the Celts head north to face Aberdeen at Pittodrie in a tricky lunchtime fixture on the 10th of August. Then, newly promoted Livingston come to Glasgow on the 23rd of August, before the big one, a trip to Ibrox to face Rangers on Sunday 31st of August. These games have tended to be later in the fixture list over the past decade, but this is an early one and will come at a time where Celtic are playing a Champions League playoff. That first Glasgow derby of the campaign already carries weight. It's not just about bragging rights, it's about statement making. With Brendan Rodgers' men hunting 5 in a row and Rangers looking to close the gap, it's a crucial early test. The return derby fixture at Celtic Park on the 3rd of January, a game that will undoubtedly carry title implications. The festive period sees a congested schedule with games coming thick and fast. The boys will play 5 league fixtures between the 6th of December and the 10th of January, including testing away trips to Falkirk, Livingston and Motherwell. As ever, the season's finale will come post-split, with the final 5 rounds confirmed closer to the time. What's clear, though, is that Celtic's path to 5 titles in a row will be paved with passion, pressure and points to prove. Get the calendars marked. The chase for 56 domestic titles begins on the 3rd of August, and it all starts at Parkhead with the champions flying the flag once again. In other news, Celtic are reportedly edging closer to finalising signings for Callum Osmond and Benjamin Nygren as their summer transfer window heats up. Callum Osmond will bring depth up top and will look to challenge Maeda and Adam Ider, but he won't be expected to start week in, week out. Talks with Michel Ange-Balikwisha are also ongoing, with Brendan Rodgers keen to add fresh options out wide. It's clear the Hoops want to strengthen wide areas after Jota's long-term layoff. Rodgers hinted in April that signing a top-quality winger would likely be more achievable than landing a top-class striker. His comments have seemingly defined the club's transfer approach, especially with Jota ruled out long-term and Kyogo gone. With those key attackers unavailable, the focus has shifted squarely toward bringing in creative wingers. Rodgers said this: "I think Days and Maeda can be the main striker. I think it's one where if we were to move him back onto the side and take him out of the middle, with all due respect, it's probably easier for us to bring in a top winger than it would be a top striker. But he can clearly play the position and I am so happy that he can," he said. A lot of the attacking burden has landed on Days and Maeda. Rodgers wants to keep using Maeda through the middle, so the focus has turned to adding quality on the wings instead of looking for a new striker. Jota's long-term injury has made it even more important for Celtic to bring in new wide players. Bringing in players like Nygren and possibly Balikwisha would take some of that weight off Maeda. They'd offer new options out wide and give the team more energy going forward. Their arrival would also give Rodgers more choices and cover in those areas. The approach shows Celtic are aiming to build a more flexible and lively front line. With a busier season ahead, both at home and in Europe, that added depth will be key. If these signings get over the line, Celtic will head into the new campaign with Maeda leading the line and a quicker, more dangerous attack behind him. Lastly, the Canadian FA have confirmed that Celtic defender Alistair Johnston has finally joined up with the national squad, taking part in training ahead of their Gold Cup Group B fixtures against Curaçao on June 22nd and El Salvador on June 25. He was absent for the tournament opener against Honduras yesterday, as well as the recent friendlies versus Ukraine and Ivory Coast, after managing a minor back issue since late in the season. While Johnston's return boosts Canada's hopes of progressing in the Gold Cup, it's not an ideal scenario for Celtic. With Champions League qualifiers on the horizon in August, the hope will be that Johnston comes through the tournament unscathed before linking up for pre-season next month. A key part of Canada's backline, Johnston brings 53 caps of experience and is expected to slot straight back into Jesse Marsh's defence. His recovery has been carefully managed, with his omission from earlier friendlies designed to give him every chance of being fit for competitive action. The right back made 32 Premiership appearances for Celtic last season and has become a dependable option under Brendan Rodgers. His fitness and form through this Gold Cup will be closely monitored in Glasgow as the club gears up for a crucial early start to the European campaign. With 2 group matches left, Canada will be looking to Johnston for stability at the back as they aim to progress, but from a Celtic point of view, keeping him fit will be just as important. What are your thoughts on these? Let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content.